Story 1. I'm not going to need it when I am gone. I might as well give it to someone who does. I have signed up automatically as opted out here in the United Kingdom. Story 2. My organs will be donated when I die. Why not? Could save a life and I obviously won't need them anymore. Story 3. My friend was killed 6 years ago yesterday. He was an organ donor and the first person to donate his organs to the Gift of Hope organization at the local trauma center. As difficult as it is to be without my friend, it is comforting to know that so many people have parts of him and can continue their lives with their families. Some of the recipients have written letters to his family, which makes the impact even more significant. Story 4. As the sister of an organ recipient, I am eternally grateful to the donor and their family. I am also listed as a donor on my license. Story 5. My sister died of a brain aneurysm in Ireland while on vacation. Now several Irish people have received her donated organs. They think she would have liked that. Story 6. I am fully supportive of organ donation. I do not understand why anyone would oppose it. Once a person has passed away, they will no longer need their organs. Story 7. Our son received a heart. We are now all organ donors and pray that I have something useful to donate when I pass on. Story 8. I am signed up to be an organ donor. A friend of mine passed away, and since he was an organ donor, the hospital tested him to see if he would be a match for anyone on the waiting list for donation. He turned out to be a confirmed match for 6 people, so he was able to make multiple donations. Knowing he helped save 6 lives provided comfort to all of his loved ones during their grieving process. We know he would have thought it was wonderful to make a difference for them all. Story 9. I used to not be an organ donor. I was always on the fence. It felt strange and uncomfortable to give away your organs, even if you're not using them. During the first year of medical school, we completed anatomy with real cadavers donated by people willing to give their bodies to science. It removed a lot of the fear of the unknown and the mystery that was making me hesitate. I thought our donors were courageous and admirable for helping teach the next generation of doctors. I signed up to be an organ donor that year. Story 10. I have signed up to be a donor, and in my will I am giving my body to science. Perhaps a future medical student will dissect me. Good times. Story 11. I signed up to be an organ donor when I received my driver's license. There is no reason to waste valuable resources. Story 12. I am signed up for full body donation. If any part of my body can help someone or contribute to science, then it is a good thing. Story 13. A long time ago, I was a stripper, and I remember a coworker saying that organ donation wasn't Christian because it ruined the body. I thought it was ironic since she had fake breasts, tattoos, and piercings but wouldn't donate an organ. I wasn't well liked as a stripper. Story 14. In truth, people can be funny in that if they have not made a strong stance about something, they usually just go with the default option. In countries where the default is I am an organ donor, but individuals can opt out if they want to, there is close to an 80% organ donation rate. These countries do not experience shortages like others. Story 15. I am happy to do it and would be glad for my organs to save someone else's life. I will not be needing them anymore. Story 16. In my country, everyone is a potential organ donor by default. If you do not want to donate, you must make that very clear. Story 17. When I am done living, they can have my organs. They can use whatever is suitable for transplant, then send the damaged organs to science. However, my right, I will not be very useful since I cannot see much with it. Story 18. My mother would still be alive today if her donor had not backed out. Technically, it was the donor's family. They did not want to wait the hour it might have taken or the 30 minutes to prepare her because she was a special case. She died when I was 13. Story 19. Yes, unless I get very old, I want to do body donation to a medical school, like 80 years or older. I'm on the bone marrow registry, but have never been matched and managed to get my iron levels up enough to donate blood just once. My body is quite frail, so I'm not willing to be a living donor of a kidney or liver. Story 20. I am a donor, although my organs may not be healthy enough. I am even considering donating my body to science when I die. I have not looked into it yet and do not know how to get started. Story 21. I am all in. Take whatever you need. I have needed glasses for decades, but if my corneas can help a blind person see, even poorly, then go for it. Story 22. If I were in the scenario of dying soon, I would give my organs to someone who could use them to live a longer life. Story 23. I would prefer that a child live a full life with my kidney rather than die while my organs are decaying underground. Story 24. I have received 2. I was an organ donor long before I knew I needed them. I fully support medical miracles. Story 25. I believe everyone should be automatically opted in to organ donation, and individuals should have to opt out, contrary to the approach taken by most states. I would also like to see more people opted in for bone marrow donation. However, I understand the concerns surrounding privacy, especially given the issues with personal data from companies like 23andMe and the skepticism around platforms like the RFK Jr. Registry. The requirement to submit a swab for testing can raise fears about the misuse of personal information. Story 26. I do not understand people who are not willing to change. No matter how you have lived your life, your final act can reflect selfishness. Story 27. Most of my family and close friends are donors. I am as well, but I would only donate an organ if I were dying. While I am alive, I intend to keep all of my organs, even though I know I can live with one kidney. If my daughter or sister needed a kidney and I were a match, then I would donate while living. Story 28. I am a registered donor. It seems obvious to me. My organs will not be of any use to me when I am deceased, but they could help someone else. Story 29. Organ donation is wonderful. Living donation is even better. I donated my kidney and am still considering donating part of my liver in the future once my husband has his transplant. Story 30. I think it's a good thing. I wonder how I would cope if I were to pass away too soon. I am concerned that my kidneys are not in good condition. Story 31. I believe organ donation is the most selfless act a person can make when leaving this world. I have always wondered about the myth that hospitals will let you die if they see you are a donor. Other than that, I support organ donation. I check the organ donation box, but I worry that my body is in such condition that it may not be suitable for anyone to use. Story 32. I would only donate my organs to someone I truly care about while I'm alive. But when I'm gone, I don't want my organs to rot. They should be given to someone who needs them. Honestly, I think organ donation should be the default option. If you want to opt out, you should have to sign a form. What's the point of letting good organs go to waste when so many people need them? Story 33. I feel like, why not? I'm an organ donor on my license. Now, I've experienced life, made some questionable choices, and consumed some substances. So I imagine I don't have what would be considered high-quality parts. But if someone is putting together a budget build, they are more than welcome to salvage what they can. That's how I see it. My one oddball exception to this is my eyes and my reproductive organs. Leave my eyes and my reproductive organs as they are, and after that, I don't care. But I want those to stay with me, just because. Story 34. Very strong per donor. Growing up, it creeps up on you. You know, Jerry Orbach's eyes are still alive.